Hello, students, and welcome. Today we'll be discussing telling time, analog clocks with minutes. I can tell and write time with minutes using analog clocks. Analog clocks with minutes. You already know how to tell time to 10 and 5 minutes. In this lesson, you will learn how to tell time to the nearest minute. Watch the following video to learn more about this. Then discuss your answers to the questions that follow with your classmates. If you would like to watch this video on another device, use the code below.
Hour. If you look at this clock, the shorthand or the hour hand is in between the 1 and the 2. So to get the hour, we have to go back to the hour. So this clock is and here tells us the minute. Now this clock, the minute hand on the 12. We're going to say 1 12. We have to count the big numbers by 5s to find the minute. So this would be under the 60 or the 0. So the clock says 5 o'clock. All right, let's try it. So we have the minute hand is in between 7 and 8. 5 minutes in between each number.
If the minute hand is pointing to the 3, how many minutes have passed? If the minute hand is pointing to the 9, how many minutes have passed? On an analog clock, the hour hand is the shorter hand. When the hour hand is between two numbers, take the smaller number as the hour. The longer hand is called the minute hand. Each number on the clock tells you that 5 minutes have passed. In between two numbers, there are 5 little tick marks. Each tick mark is 1 single minute. Can you find them on the clock to the right? For example, the 1 on the clock means 5 minutes have passed. The tick right after it means 6 minutes have passed. Then 7, 8, 9, and finally 10 when you reach the 2. What time is it on this clock here? If you got 7:07, you are correct. What about this time? If you got 3:17, you are correct. What about this time? If you got 10:40, you are correct. What about this time? If you got 1:15, you are correct. And what about this time? If you got 8:11, you are correct. Adam is competing in a race. Look at the clock below to see what time. Adam finished the race. Uncover to reveal the correct answer. The hour hand or the shorter hand on the clock is between the 12 and the 1. That means the hour is 12. The minute hand or the longer hand is after the 2, which means more than 10 minutes have passed. If you count the ticks after the 2, you see that another 2 minutes or 2 ticks have passed. 10 minutes plus 2 minutes is 12 minutes. Adam finished his race at 12:12. Click to hear how to correctly pronounce this time. The time is currently 3:17. You are leaving to go to an aquarium with your friends in 20 minutes. Adjust the clock below to show the time you will be leaving your house. Uncover the correct answer. So if it's 3:17 and we leave it in 20 minutes, the shorter hand needs to be in between the 3 and the 4 to show that the hour is 3. To figure out the minutes, we add 20 minutes to 17 and get 37 minutes. To show this on the clock, we place the long hand 2 ticks past 7 because 37 is 2 more than 35. Help Penny the penguin read each clock to see when it's time for her to eat, then uncover to reveal the correct answers. First clock. First clock is 1:09. Second clock is 4:19. Third clock is 6:38. Fourth clock is 8:51. Alice is writing a book. Help her set her alarm clock so she remembers to write. Listen to the times and adjust each clock to show the correct time. Uncover to reveal the correct answers. First one was 104. Second one is 314. Third one is 728. This one is 952. Henry went trick-or-treating all over the neighborhood on Halloween night. Read each time and activity, then continue on to the next slide to answer questions about his timeline. So here we're going to take out a sheet of paper and we're going to draw Henry's Halloween night. So you need to write the time that's on each pumpkin. And as you're writing the time down, I want you to draw the candy that he picks up along the way. So the first one has a clock and it says Henry got 3 lollipops. What's the time there? At the next house, Henry got some candy corn. And that's pumpkin number 2. What time is it on pumpkin number 2? Pumpkin number 3. Henry stops at his friend's house and gets some gumdrops. Pumpkin number 4. What's the time? Henry got mini chocolate donuts. Pumpkin number 5. What time is it? Write it down. Henry gets his hand on his favorite caramel chocolates. I'll give you guys a second to finish, and then we'll go over the answers. Use the Halloween timeline on the previous slide to answer the following questions and uncover to reveal the correct answers. What time did Henry get the 3 lollipops? You should have 6:07. When did Henry get his favorite chocolate caramels? You should have 6:57. What time did Henry get mini chocolate donuts? You should have 6:44. When did Henry get candy corn? 6:16. When did Henry stop at his friend's house and get gumdrops? 6:24. I'm sure that you guys drew some beautiful pictures, and we will turn those in so that way I can check your answers and your responses. Here's our last problem. Read the problem and put this one with that same one we talked about with Henry.